So now the two of you were here in San Francisco, and the incident took place in what are we talking? The year
71.
71, and but you both were here in 71,
Right.
and had you had encounters with the the justice system, San Francisco police, at that point?
Not I.
How would they have gotten you guys mixed up in this? I mean, you say informants, but
We're yesteryear's terrorists.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you feel maybe there was a list of some sort.
There has to be a list. And there has to be an informant. And give me a list of names, and we'll start to work with them.
Because prior to that, you hadn't had any real run-ins with, aside from being on the campus.
No.
And but there was nothing that would suggest that you guys were what they would refer to as what, cop killers, right?
Right. No, not prior to that.
Yeah. And so, and you're both Vietnam vets. Have you guys talked among yourself to kind of get a consensus?
We've tried, and
Who?
we've tried, and what we've come up with, I mean, we were revisited by the Patriot Act, right? The wars going on overseas, international terrorism, supposedly, right? Weapons of mass destruction. So they needed domestic terrorism.
Okay.
And so they have this thing, these are the domestic terrorists. Who? Because this is what we've been labeled as terrorists. You know, these domestic, we're going, terrorists, I've got gray hair, I'm all right. I got ailments, I got arthritis. You know, my wife looks at me, she says, honey, could you rub my legs? And so we go back and we say, what are they talking about? And when I was brought back here, extradited back here, and I look at these brothers, I said, you know, let me put on my glasses because I don't know so these brothers. I said, who are these? And someone said, do you remember me? You know, because we're talking again 30 some odd years.
Yeah.
A lot of things happen in between that. You know, faces change, people change, you know. I said, brother, what are you doing here? What are you doing? Who? And then you know, I said, yeah, so who's so-and-so? How did he wind up in this case, though? And they're saying the same thing about me.
Yeah.
How did Cisco wind up in this case? So we're still trying to sort that one out.
Well, how mutually well acquainted were the 8 of you in 71?
There's a couple of people that I was close to, and the rest of the guys, you know, I know.
You knew, yeah.
And it kind of rotates that way. The 8 is off the list.
Why the 8? I mean, of course, I know you're saying that they kind of put together a list, but was there any indication in the case back then that there were 8 people involved or more people involved, and as a conspiracy to go in and, or tell us.
The first time the case was mentioned, the shooting took place in 71. The first time anyone was ever tried to prosecute anyone was in 74.
Okay.
The case was dismissed once against a couple of the people. Then the next time it was mentioned was in 2004.